Hello, everybody. You guys, I wrote an awesome speech. And if anybody watching from Europe, I wrote an Adolf Hitler speech. You guys are going to freak out. Watch, you're all going to go, Sieg Heil, Sieg Heil. Okay, so for the my Nazi guys, because I'm a Nazi, of course, because I'm Adolf Hitler. Okay, let's get back to where the last video stopped. Okay, what were we talking about? Okay, we were talking about the fact that they threw out Konchakova, or the former leader there of Ukraine, when they established the puppet regime there. They threw him out because the UN wanted him to sign, EU wanted him to sign an agreement, and they wanted him to cut all his economic ties with Russia, and he didn't want to do that, you know. But he never refused to sign it. He just said, "Well, we got to talk about it, you know, because it's not good for my people because it's going to raise the prices of fuel and all that." And he didn't want to do that. All right, so get that straight. Managed to come up with a cigarette. All right, so now. Okay. Okay, when it comes to economic ties, okay, now the West, America, you don't buy any Ukrainian products. So you can't claim that you're trying to do good for Ukraine because you don't buy any products from them. So you really don't support them at all. That's just a scam. Okay. All right. Now, there's some saying they have, rising our maiden or something like that. Okay. It starts with our maiden, you know, maiden. Now, like I said before, I think they hired some Nazi guys over there to do some of their dirty work. Now people are desperate and they need money, and like I said, there's animosity between Russia and Germany, of course, because of the war. Because people don't understand the big picture that it's really all created by the Bolsheviks. All right. So all these people are reportedly have ties to fascist social nationalist party. You know, these are neo-Nazi people. Now, maybe I believe, I don't know. You know, this is the intel I have. You know, so now, of course, all these people are scapegoats because they're going to get all the blame. You know. Uh, Now, for the Nazi people over there in Ukraine that watch this, as far as I consider Russia to be my ally now, because I see the big picture that was all created by the Bolsheviks, by the Jews. You understand? So basically, all you Nazi people that are working for the puppet regime over there, you're basically working for Jews. Okay, you're working for Zionists. That's what you're working for. All right, just let you know. Okay, so I have a few names here. Dmytro Varash. He said, our revival begins with our maiden second in command National Defense and Security Council. He took over this position. Then you got Andrei Parubiy. That's ANDRIYPARUBIY, Fascist Social Nationalist Party. Top Commander, National Defense Security Council. New Prime Minister, Arseniy Yatsenyuk. He's the new Prime Minister. He's a powerful right-wing banker, in collusion with Jihad Johnny McCain and Oleg Ty. That's OLEGTYAHANYBOK. I can't pronounce it. Ole Tahanabak. Okay. Then you got Thor Tenyaka. or IHOR. I'm sorry, IHOR. IHORTENYUKH, Neo-Nazi Svoboda Party Minister of Defense. Then you have Oleg Makinsky, Neo-Nazi Svoboda, Prosecutor General, Attorney General, which is the Attorney General, immediately set out to persecute and indict the leaders of Crimea who do not wish to bend over to the fake Nazi. Okay, like I said, you're working for Jews, okay, all you people. You're working for Zionist banker scum, the same people that we're supposed to be fighting against. Okay, so you're working against us, you know. Well, you're working against yourself, basically, what you're doing. All right, so there's some names there. So you're supporting the banker elite oligarchies of the world. All right. And that's what you're doing. Obviously, I'm not in accordance with that, you know. And you shouldn't be either, but I guess you're trying to make a living. But, you know, I think everybody, all you people should think about what you're doing, because you're basically working against everything that you're supposed to be standing for, you know. So that can't be good, you know. Now, the Nationalist Party is our new ticket to representation. So we're gonna have the nationalist parties on our side, the populist parties on our side. Now, don't forget the dollar, the euro, the Fed, OPEC, and EU, UN. All that shit's gonna collapse. All right. So in order for us to come out of it, you know, okay, we're gonna need Russia and China support, and we're gonna need to get on board with the new Asian coalition. The yen is going to become the new premier currency, and also now we got the lira, the franc, drachma, some of the other currencies could still hang on there, or we could revert back to them. Do you understand? Okay, it doesn't make any sense for us to just continue on thinking that the dollar and the euro is going to go on forever and that. Okay, so we need to move away from that before we're all basically left for dead. All this currency is devalued, then everyone's assets and everything will just devalue into nothing, and then everybody will be screwed. You understand? No. NATO and America obviously supports this regime in Ukraine. Still, Donald Trump is doing his best to draw a line and drain the swamp. But as long as NATO is still supporting this effort over there, we're still supporting, America's still supporting the globalist agenda. You understand? Well, that's why I see everybody, you know. As far as the intel I have here, that's, you know, how I see it from my house, you know. Now, another thing is, too, that if Donald Trump and the American generals, the American military, can pull out of Ukraine and stop supporting the globalist agenda and the Zionist banking cabal, and, you know, establish ties with Russia and China and the new Asian economic coalition, and switch temporarily to the yen until we can create a new currency for ourselves. And then don't forget now, the crown Her Majesty also went as far as to extend invitation for America to become part of her Commonwealth. Okay, so now Her Majesty is you know, this needs to be taken into consideration. All right. Now, I'm not happy. Well, Canada is part of her Commonwealth, and obviously Canada also supports the mess over there in Ukraine. You know, so hopefully Canada will get their mind right. You know, I mean, with Justin Trudeau at the helm, I mean, they're just going to go right down the tubes, obviously, because he wants to turn Canada into the new Saudi Arabia, basically. So that's what I see, everybody. You know. As far as most of the nationalist parties go, I think that's what I want to support is the national populist parties. But these parties here that are involved in Ukraine are basically on the wrong side of the fence, as from what I can see. You understand? Because, well, I mean, like I said, the animosity that's there between, you know, Nazis and Russia, you know, I guess you can't really expect that to dissolve, you know, so quickly, you know. But if all the people could realize that it's all created by the Zionists and the Bolsheviks, and that they're actually working for Jews and Zionist bankers working against themselves, then maybe people can see the light. You know, these parties can see the light and realize they're working against themselves. You know, working against what we stand for. Now, as far as uniting Europe with the nationalist parties or whatever, okay, what is our school of thought? Well, our school of thought is we stand for the preservation of culture, the preservation of heritage, the preservation of sovereignty of each nation. We stand for the preservation of everyone's well-being and the safety of everyone's well-being. And we got to, you know, obviously stand together against the invasion of cultureless horde migrant people, because that's the enemy, because they work for the enemy. They're paid by the enemy. They're paid by the enemy to destabilize our communities and to rape our wives and our daughters and defile our bloodline and create a bunch of mongoloids. Okay, that's what it is. So that they're our enemy, you know. I don't know any other way you could look at it. Now, just because we stand up for our race and our culture and heritage doesn't mean that we automatically hate everyone else. No. We just want to preserve our culture and our heritage and our race and our bloodline. Okay, that's what it means. All right, so these people need to be rounded up. They need to be put in camps now. Obviously, we're going to have to feed them and treat them somewhat humanely. And then, you know, maybe we can integrate them into society. You know, we could, you know, in a productive manner. You understand? We're going to need, who knows what's going to happen? We might need their help, you know, to rebuild something. If there's some kind of cataclysm or if there's a war, you know, we might need their help, you know. So I don't think that people should be condemned, but they need to be controlled. You know, can't just sit by and allow them to just, you know, continue to run wild over there. And I'm the word of Allah, so a lot of the people are Islamic people. But don't forget, a lot of people are like fake Islamic people. They're not really Islamic people. They're just fake Islamic people that work for Jews that are not really Islamic people. Do you understand? They just pretend Islamic people. Not really Islamic people. Just pretend. All right. I tell you, the Jews, the Islamic fake people, the Saudi people, the Zionist people, the globalist people, they're all on the same team. All right. They all work for the Jews. They all work for the bankers. They all work for the corporate oligarchy. And these nationalist parties that are supporting the overthrow of Ukraine are working for the same people. So you're on the same team. So you're on the wrong team. Okay, you people over there. So, you know, that's the way I see it. All right, everybody, I'm gonna let you go. You know, I think about what I said. We got all these nationalist parties, all these populist parties, all these far right parties that if we all stick together, we can escape the grasp of the globalists. All right. As far as economic support goes, we got the Asian coalition. We got maybe the franc, maybe the lira, maybe the drachma. Some of these currencies might still keep us alive too. You know, besides the yen. You know. But as far as the dollar and the euro goes, we can't rely on that. Can't rely on it because it's all interconnected. The stock exchange, the Fed, the dollar, the euro, the OPEC, it's all interconnected. When it falls, it's all going to fall. You know what I'm saying? I don't foresee holding on to this pipe dream that. Now, of course, they ran around the world, started trying to steal they stole all this gold from Libya. They stole the gold from Ukraine. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Well, I'm going to make another video about that, about how they stole the gold from Ukraine and everything. I'll make another video. But, and then I wrote a good speech, you know, good speech too. All right, everybody, I'm going to let you go. Solid. See Kyle, man. See Kyle. All right.